Hi there, I'm Mike, and I have December's Loot Crate, not November's, which I never got. It is the middle of December, never got November's. I just wanted to point out that if you watch my channel because of my Loot Crate unboxings, which are historically some of my highest viewed videos, which thank you, by the way. You didn't miss November's. I never got November's. Things aren't looking good for Loot Crate, honestly. Although, I have to point out that thanks to you guys using my codes down below, I actually didn't even pay for this next 6 months of subscription service. You guys did with your referrals, so thank you for that. Let's see if this is any good though, right? Before I move on, I just want to point out, if you're looking at this shirt, this is the Sonic shirt from the Lootwear in November. I did get that. It's okay. It's a gray shirt, which I'm not a huge fan of the color. It's a shirt. Anyway, let's move on to the box here. The first thing I noticed is there's no magazine. There is this little rocket ship pin if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not, as we all know, but you know, it's in there. The theme for December 2017 is Explore. So, there isn't a magazine, but there is a little, I guess, pamphlet here that has like what the stuff is. Honestly, this kind of doesn't bode well for Loot Crate in my opinion. As far as like, not that I'm gonna stop subscribing to them. That book was nice. It was like a nice little read on the toilet or something. This is nothing. There's actually a link to a website for a magazine, and we all know how well that's worked out in the past when a magazine stops printing and goes to the web. That usually means they're dying. As always, I'll start with the shirt. I love the shirt. The shirt is one of the reasons why I get these boxes, because it's fun just getting shirts. I have a whole closet full of shirts. I got a collection of shirts. It takes me about 3 months to go through my collection of shirts, and I like that. It's fun. 1, 2, 3. Whew, whew, oh. I see Loot Crate still playing their games with shirts that are too tight, right? What is up with this? Seriously, it's really not as soft as Loot Crate usually is. I've been losing weight recently. I'm down about 50 pounds from, 7 months ago, which is good for me. I'm actually wearing extra large shirts for the most part, kind of normally. This is tight. This is an extra large shirt, but it feels like a large to me. It feels too tight, like it's 2 sizes too small. Or a size too small, I guess. So let's talk about the content. It's Destiny 2, I think, specifically, because Destiny just came out. That's okay, I guess. I never played Destiny. I know there's a lot of controversy around Destiny 2. It was really cool when it first came out, and then people realized that there was a lot of shit going around. I just never got into Destiny or Destiny 2, so this shirt really doesn't do anything for me. It is black, which I like black shirts. It's too small. It's too tight. Yeah, let's just move on. So according to the booklet, one item in this is from one of Loot Crate's different crates. This one is a Converge, which I collect Gundam Converges, and it's Gundam, which I love Gundam. So I'm guessing it's from their anime, their Loot anime crate, which I'm not gonna buy. I do love anime. Well, I don't love anime. I do like certain anime. I love Gundam, but I just don't like anime enough to just get a random box full of random stuff I may or may not know about. Oh, well, let's just get this together. I do love Gundam though, like a lot. I'm actually not entirely sure which Gundam this comes from. Does it say on here somewhere? It's the Harambe. No, it's Hambrabi, Assault Kingdom. I've never heard of Assault Kingdom, but apparently this transforms. No matter how much I want to kind of shit on this, you gave me a transforming Gundam, like, you're just speaking my language. Oh no, oh my god, this is the worst part. This is like a legitimate fear of Gunpla. A small piece on the ground. Where'd it go? There it is, I found it. Wasn't so bad, at least it wasn't like a little clear plastic piece. Hit like if you know what I'm talking about, or don't. The plastic quality on this is pretty shitty. How do these wings go? I have them upside down, of course. It's like rubbery over plasticky. This goes together like, wish I knew which way this went in. All right, fine. I'll just rip the box apart. I'll play your game. Oh, nope, just kidding. There's no actual instructions inside there. Oh, and I broke it. I was afraid of that. I broke the gun. Probably just have to glue that together. So there's that. I built it, kind of. This is Harambe Gundam. Oh, the stand, right. Stand just goes right up his keister. So I'm just gonna put these off to the side and move on with my life. What's next? It's a calendar. It's a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 calendar. Cool. What's next? It's a comic. It's a IDW comic. Why? Why is it IDW? Disney owns Marvel, and Marvel's got a pretty successful comic run right now with Star Wars. I've gotten most of them, not all of them. I kind of stopped 3 or 4 or 5 months ago, but I've been collecting pretty faithfully all the way up until 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. So what's up with this? Why is there in my hand a Star Wars comic by Disney, which is the logo's down here, but printed by IDW? That's just bizarre. Alright, now's the part where I do the craft thing, where I take, 45 minutes and do a craft. I see it's Star Wars related. We got the inside of the box. It's from Rogue One. You can tell because this is the butthole opening for the planet Scarif and the battle going on above it. But, doesn't turn into anything. It's just a Star Wars picture inside the box. Kind of like doing the loot craft thing. So this is the part where I rate the box, but I'm also going to spend some time talking about Loot Crate and my thoughts on Loot Crate in general. I usually do these breakdowns out of 5. There's typically about 5 things to judge in the box, anywhere between 0 to 1, usually in 0.25% increments. This is Explore. Let's see what we've got. First of all, the shirt. It's Destiny 2. It's too small. It is definitely not Loot Crate's former shirt comfiness. One of the things I liked about Loot Crate is how comfy their shirts were. They were soft. They were nice to wear. This is scratchy on the nipples, to say the least. I've come to expect a certain nipple feel out of my shirts, and this is definitely not giving me the hard nips. No, it's not Loot Crate's fault that I don't like Destiny. I know Destiny is a popular thing right now. I'm not going to judge it too harshly on the content, even though the content doesn't do much for me personally. I know there are people out there that love Destiny and may want a Destiny shirt, but this shirt is definitely too small for the size that I ordered. I mean, it's labeled as an extra large, but I know my shirt feels, and this is not an extra large shirt feel. And the quality of the shirt sucks, so I'm going to give it a 0. No points. Don't care. You might give it a 0.25 or even a 1 if you like Destiny, but I'm talking about the quality of the shirt, and the quality of the shirt is not up to snuff. Number 2, pertaining to items that belong in this crate, the comic. It's a Star Wars comic. I collect Star Wars comics. I love Star Wars comics. I'd actually not heard of this. I did not know Star Wars and IDW were a thing. I do know Disney and IDW had a thing with DuckTales, which I always thought was just weird. If you own a comic company, it just makes sense that you would use that comic company to produce comics for your properties. Does that not make sense? That was the whole reason why Star Wars stopped printing in Dark Horse and moved over to Marvel. Can someone explain this to me? I have no idea. I'm going to give it a half a point for being Star Wars. I look forward to at least reading it. I don't know what the content of it. It might be awful. That might lower my score once I look at it. But based on just the fact that it's a Star Wars comic, I'll give it a half a point. The calendar, 2017. Calendar businesses should be gone. There are pictures with dates on them. It made sense back before smartphones, but when you can always just look at the phone in your pocket or on your watch and see what date it is, do you need a calendar? No. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy. I liked Guardians of the Galaxy too. But it's a calendar in a Loot Crate. I don't know. I'm trying not to be too harsh on the box based on my personal preferences. I'm trying to judge this just based on the content in the box, not bringing out any biases. I want to be extra harsh on this, but I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Calendars can be fun to see what picture comes up next year, as long as you can hold yourself back and not just flip through them as soon as you get that and throw it away because you saw the pictures inside of it. I'm going to give it a half a point. I feel like that's fair for a calendar, especially a small calendar. It's not like an even normal size calendar. It's a very small calendar. Finally, the Gundam. I'm saving that one for last because I do love Gundam. And even though I broke it, it's not its fault. It's my fault. I get that. It still looks cool how it is, although it is cheap. They're converges. They're kind of made to be a little on the cheap side. There's going to be cheap little kind of Gunpla-like things, but not really. It just doesn't belong in this box. It is about, exploring outside the Earth with colonies versus Earth and whatnot. So I guess you can shoehorn Gundam into there, even though I know it's sort of like, hey, we have a loot crate from anime. Come buy that because you might like this stuff. That's exactly what it says on the sheet right here. One mystery loot drop. Explore our other crates with one of your favorite exclusive marquee items from Marvel Gear Plus Goods, Loot Anime, Loot Gaming, and more. And if you liked what you got enough to subscribe, use Explore 15 for 15% off. So if you think I'm making it up and it's a conspiracy theory, no, it actually basically says that in that stupid little blurb that we got. I love Gundam. Love it. It's cool that I got this in the box. As much as I hate the premise of this, I hate judging the Gundam based on it. I'm gonna give it the point because I love Gundam. And it is a cool little Gundam. I like him. So that's 4 items. I guess that's how many items are usually in a Loot Crate box. But I always save that last point to judge the theme of the box, because the theme is sort of part of it. You usually get a little something from the loot pin. The box usually turns into something. Usually there's some thought put into this. There is no effort. There is no thought put into this. What's happening at Loot Crate? Are you guys falling apart? I just imagine if I go to the Loot Crate offices right now, there's like a dumpster fire in the corner and there's a car broken down like in their lobby. Like, I just assume that basically the place is on fire inside and there's like one guy loading boxes onto a pallet somewhere. That's just the mental image I get in my head, mostly because I paid for 6 months of Loot Crate and I'm supposed to get them at a timely manner. And I can always understand, oh, it's a week late, they got behind or whatever, especially during the Thanksgiving time. I was going to be a little lenient. As long as I got it by the end of November or like beginning of December, I was going to be like, you know what happens, it's that time of year. Nope. I got December's and I still haven't got November's. And they keep saying, oh, it's coming, we ran out of a piece. Did you? Did you really? Or, now this is conspiracy theory time, or are you mad at me for getting a free 6 months of Loot Crate because I have awesome viewers that used my code? Or are you mad that I always give you really shitty scores? Here's a pro tip for you, Loot Crate, if you're watching, and I'm pretty sure you are. If you don't like my low scores, stop putting together really shitty boxes. Just stop. Make them better. You think, hey, if I paid 20 bucks for something, would this be something I'd want to get in it? If pencils is the question, no. It's never an item that anyone would ever want to get, ever. This is bad. This is terrible. If my math is correct, I have given this box a 1.75 out of 5. If I have misremembered it because I forgot to write all this stuff down as I was thinking about it because I was so enthralled about what I was going to say, the proper score is on the bottom. I make mistakes. But you know, you didn't pay $25 to see me do this video. I did to make it. I'm a little mad at Loot Crate, to say the least. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. Let me know in the comments in the downstairs area what you thought. Was that too harsh? Was I not harsh enough? If you want, for some reason, to try Loot Crate out, there is a code down there you can use. I'm going to continue buying this as long as people are watching it because I like doing this kind of thing. It's fun. And I do like getting shirts, like I said earlier. I like the shirt aspect. And sometimes you get cool stuff. I have Gundam Converges up here. This is going to go right in that collection. It's fine, but it's a pretty shitty box. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.